Hello mga kaibigan, welcome back again to the Kaibigan Podcast. Ako po si Royce dito lang sa The Kaibigan Network. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Kahit saan man sulok ng mundo, ako ang iyong kaibigan dito sa podcast natin ito. Gusto lang natin magpasalamat sa mga friends natin, especially to Michi, FCSP Poland at si Boy Celeries. So ngayon po we have a special guest. Tatawagan natin, mukhang parang, if I'm not mistaken, ito yata nasa North America. So, without further ado, kakusapin natin si, wait lang, Yuki. Yes. Ayan, nagre-ring na siya. Yes, mga kaibigan. Yes. Yes, we're calling somebody from...
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Paolo. Hello. Hi. Hello, sir.
Yeah, sige lang.
Ready na tayo, sir.
Hello.
Hey, hello, Paolo. Hi. Again, good morning. Good morning.
Ano yan?
Good morning. Good
Yeah.
morning dyan pala. Ayan.
Oh, thank you.
Nasa...
So anong podcast to? Like, anong klaseng podcast to? Saan ko narinig?
Oh yes, hindi pa naman tayo sumisikat. Anyway, ano kasi ito, yung The Kaibigan Podcast, para bang, kumbaga parang AM version nung araw to ng mga radio show na may konting news, may konting balita. Then we try to interview people na may, para bang interesting mga activities. Kunwari, mga sports, katulad mo, hobbies mo sa collection mo na ganyan. And then, samahan natin yung mga tao na nagtatrabaho, nasa barko, nasa Antarctica, kung saan-saan siyang ganyan. And then, malay natin, it could build bridges, connections, whatever. You'll never know. Yun naman yun. Walang, mga good vibes lang to, sir. Strictly, doon lang sa subject natin, walang mga personal to, sir, na mga pag-uusapan na ganyan. So, like for example, di ba, if I'm not mistaken, parang nasa North America ka, sir, di ba?
Yes.
Aha. Saan ka sa... Are you in the States or nasa Canada ka ba?
The States ako California.
Aha. Kasi doon sa profile mo kasi parang hindi ko ma-determine kung nasaan ka. Pero I'm very sure you're somewhere doon sa dalawang bansa na ganyan. So, ayan, sir.
Yeah, lagyan mo lang California.
Okay. So, yes. Hindi, kasi... So, okay na tayo dyan. And then, ang tawag dito, if I'm not mistaken, you look very familiar. Oo, kasi di ba sa Pamantansa ka nag-aral, di ba?
Yes.
What year ka natapos doon?
Di ako tumapos doon pero kasi pumunta ako sa US noong 2000, nung second year of college ako Pero I started there noong 2002.
Okay. Hindi na, pero you look very familiar kasi I used to live doon sa Cabildo Street. Meron kasi doon yung uncle ko, may dormitory siya. Maraming nakatira na tiga Pamantasan doon. So,
okay.
Yeah, doon sa mga, basta may streets yun, malapit sa may San Agustin. So, you really look very familiar. Anyway, nako sir, tanong ko na sa iyo, Paolo.
Yes.
Ano ka nag-start itong collection natin?
Nag-start ako noong 2007 kasi syempre nung bata ako noon hindi namin na-afford yung malaki voltage 5 or yung Great Robo na Maskman. Kasi nung time na yun medyo mahal yun.
Oo naman.
Tapos noong 2006 yung nakita ko yung sa internet yung mga robot ngayon. Mas maganda na yung tsura nila kaysa yung dati.
Okay.
So, doon ako nag-start ng collect. Tapos, naging serious collector ako noong 2019. Ganun.
Aba. When you say serious collector, what does it involve ba? Kumbaga para bang...
So, like, kung anong gusto kong robot, bibiling ka na yan. Like, kunyari, hindi lang voltage na collect ako. Pag nagusto ko siya, i-reserve ko siya, kahit anong brand, Transformers, mga Gundam. Maganon. So, naging hobby ko talaga. And then, na sumasalo sa Facebook or sa mga website para i-research kung ano magandang bilhin, kung anong magandang quality. So,
kumbaga kung ano yung hahanapin mo for quality na buy, di ba? Yung kumbaga, kumbaga yung ma-justify mo yung asking price kung okay ito kasi kumbaga all of the checks lahat yung mga yung paint, yung condition, kung may kulang na parts or something.
Yes.
Mag-gauge mo na, uy, sulit to parang it's worth the purchase or worth the try, di ba?
Malalaman mo kasi pag kunyari, kasi unang malalaman mo sa website na pina-follow mo Mm-mm. So, kunyari, isang example, may isang website, tawag doon, robotjapan.com. Yung website na yun, panay mga collectors mag-post na mga balita kung anong nalabas. So, syempre, kung ano mas balita, bumupost sila mga pictures kung ano yung release date after a year or so. So, syempre, pag nakita ko, pero gustuhan ko, huntingan ko siya in the future. Pag hindi, skip ko siya.
Yes, nako, sa totoo.
So,
ako kasi, pagdating doon sa mga Voltes 5 na yan, ang gusto ko lang talagang bilhin at naghahanap ako ng pinaka mint condition, yung lumabas nung 1977, yung G80 ba yun?
Oh, yeah. Yun mahal na siya I mean, kasi yung pinaka mint condition, I mean, makita mo yun, pero kasi diba, since yung box, lumay na yung box.
Oo naman, naku sir, naku.
In 1970s yun. May tagabahap ng pinaka-mint condition and all that, Siguro near mint na medyo sira box, pero yung die-cast, yung robot mismo, hindi nakalawang. Maganda yun.
Yes sir. Naku,
so,
yun ang hinahanap ko kasi I distinctly remember, katulad din nung mga reasons mo, 5 years old ako nung lumabas yan. So, and then I remember distinctly na meron siyang promo ang isang famous hot dog brand na pag bumili ka ng X amount kilos of this hot dog, which was during that time was very expensive. Tapos, I do distinctly remember kasi talagang nag-iiyak-iyak ako noon dahil it cost 250 pesos. Yung robot. Yeah. Natatandaan ko yan. Sabi ko, alam mo ko ano, inuwi ko lang? Poster. Yung poster. Yun lang, kulay dilaw ang background nun. Hinahanap ko pa rin hanggang ngayon yung poster na yun kasi natangay siya sa baka before. So, syempre, nung araw naman kasi, you don't expect na yung parang magmamahal siya or something. So, tapos syempre yung tape, di ba? Yung mga ganun na nasisira.
Yeah, at the time naman, yung time na yun, 250 is big money already, Kasi like 80s, 70s, hindi naman parang katulad ngayon, 250 is nothing, pero yung time 250, malaking pera na yun,
Oo, kasi...
At that time, yung grade 5 Massman robot, hinahanap ko, mga worth 500 yata or 1,000 at that time. That was very expensive for us at that time, So that was Usually, mataas yung value yan. Actually, to be tingnan ko, eBay ngayon, yung Gotaikin of all the time, this 1982, it's $4,000 at the moment. Pre-owned, hindi siya mint, pre-owned siya, used siya. Maganda naman sa piece of the pictures, maganda naman yung itsura niya, pero it's 4,000, and nasa US area pa siya noong time na yun,
Oo.
Pero may nakita nga ako may nag-post sa Voltes 5 group. I'm not sure kung group natin to or sa iba. May isa nag-post. Ang dami niya, yung Godaikin Voltes 5 niya, ang dami niya, siguro 20 Godaikins. Nakapila lang siya sa isang shelf case, So, like, parang kala mo all the same model, kala mo mga army na mga Godaikin, on one shelf case, like, wow, okay, so this guy's like, talagang matinding collector to, like, how would you, like,
It's a
pa niya
house.
nahanap yun. And then how much money he spent on it, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like a small house as well, like maybe an apartment somewhere, no? It,
O siguro, siguro, for sure, mayaman yung tao niya. Dahil, tayo ka na mo.
kailangan,
Yeah, that's like, medyo mahal yan, but yeah, that's yung, actually ako rin, I'm looking for the, the Tiger Motor 5, pero you know what? I'm a kid, may asawa ko, I can't just like spend 5,000,
but we can always find a way, we can make the perfect excuse.
I know, pero 5K,
Oo naman, pero
parang,
I know I'm very sure you could find something creative para masabi mo doon sa misis mo na, oh, it just happened to be on sale. It's $3,999 now. So, I got a good deal.
yeah.
Hindi, pero ako sa totoo lang, ang dream ko lang is makolek ko lang yung Voltes 5 na version na yun. Isang Dymos, isang Mekanda, isang Singer Z. Tapos, if you're familiar doon sa, ano pangalan nitong, yung barko na lumilipat sa hindi naman Gundam yun eh. Yung there's a ship na spaceship, parang ship siya ng sa water, pero lumilipat siya sa outer space. Tapos ang main may malaking cannon sa harapan yun eh. Sa
I heard about it. Yeah, medyo narinig ko. I think I've seen the ship. Yeah, just for
Ano yun eh, yung kasi yung mga nung araw kasi since I'm assuming I'm much more way older than you. Nung araw kasi andun yung excitement na aabangan mo yung Voltes 5 ng Friday. Yan, Friday.
Of course.
Tapos na-ban pa yan kasi masyado daw violent. Shucks.
Yeah, binan ni President Marcos ng time din because of the martial law and Biden. So yeah, that was in 70s. So.
Pero ang nagreklamo nun, hindi si Marcos mismo, yung may babae, nakalimutan ko pangalan niya eh. Very conservative yun kasi na taong simbahan, etc. So, since na, syempre, yung mga panahon na yun, medyo sabihin mo ng novel pa yung mga cartoons na parang anime na may mga nagsasaksakan, ganyan. So, hindi sila sanay sa gano'n na bakit walang tumatakbo sa park o nagkakantahan lang yung artista o goody-goody something. So, ayun, natanggal yun. Talagang nakakasama ng loob pero buti na lang bumalik. I think.
Yeah, and then... I think bumalik siya noong 80s and ngayon, right now, sobrang sikat niya. You could say it's the national robot of the Philippines,
Totoo yan.
Diba?
Even here in Sweden, I know 2 Filipinos na much older than me, mga 60s plus na sila, grandfathers na, pero meron silang talagang shelf tsaka yung parang cabinet na naka-display lahat na hindi ako pwedeng pumunta. Hindi, joke lang, hindi pa ako nakapupunta. Pero I know that I haven't really started it yet kasi dahil I was busy with something else. Naloko kasi ako sa camera kasi yun ang hanapbuhay ko. I'm a cinematographer. So, siyempre, yung lens tsaka yung camera, it costs a lot. Ngayon na medyo semi-retired na tayo, so that's why I'm starting all of these things. I could do this man cave now. Pero hindi man cave na sa akin, man wall na lang siguro, hindi yung man cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, of course,
ano lang yung...
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah, well, once you get the collections you want, pag sinelf mo siya, mag-usap tingnan yan kasi mahal yan, I know people think they're toys, pero these days yung toys, mga ganun toys, maganda na engineering it's more than a toy na,
Yeah.
Like we get an example, like yung lumang Voltes 5, like the 80s, 70s, 80s, you can move the arms vertical lang, but you cannot move it sideways. Pero ngayon, yung soul of the coconut Voltes 5, the DX1, yung malaki, the DX, you can do a lot of poses, except the legs. Yung yun lang, hindi mo magalaw yung legs, but you can do a lot of poses sa arms, umilaw siya, So, maganda yung engineering niya, and then it looks like the anime itself, pag nakita mo yung the modern, the DX, Shogun one, And it's funny, that one, low ba siya, it was $700 in 2020. Right now, it's like 1,200, 1,000, they're selling it for like They're selling it for, absorbent prices kasi they don't reissue it kasi, And knowing Bandai, they don't reissue mga ganun. Bihira na sila mag-reissue. But the Voltes 5, I mean, once you don't have it, you have to pay the aftermarket price. Yeah.
Yeah. Patay ka na sa secondary market niyan.
Oh yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true.
Under the mercy of what's the asking price at wala ka naman magagawa. It's perfectly legal as well. So wala kang magagawa doon.
Yeah, that's how it is. Pero the risk of that too, like, okay, let's say I'm selling as a seller. I'm gonna sell 2,000, 3,000. Well, nobody's gonna buy it. Like, you ain't gonna risk it, unless you really need funds. You might sell it at the retail price, pero it's as a collector, as a seller too. Like, these days, most special recession, they can't like spend like above market price right now kasi masyado mahal, kasi it's about the money. Ito nga nakita ko sa Facebook this is in Walnut, in California. Sealed box siya, $1,150. The XL stroke, so markup for price is like $400, and nobody bought it yet,
Pero dyan sa States, sa pagkakaalam mo, it's not really like a lot of people are collecting those kind of like toys. Kunwari yung mga kasamahan ni Voltes 5 na ganyan, o it's exclusively like a Filipino thing, kumbaga. Do you happen to know any other, non-Filipino people na they also collect these things, or talagang parang niche na natin tong Voltes 5 na gano'n? Besides siguro yung mga Japanese as well or someone.
That's a good question. Most of the kilala ko, like most especially over Japan, mostly Filipinos, Voltes 5, but non-Filipinos, like the US, who kasi di naman nag-grow up Voltes 5 dito sa US eh. Like, so there are more of Gundam or Mazinger Z or Grenadier. Kumbaga sa ganito yan. So tayo sa Pinas, Voltes 5, right? Kasi Voltes 5 every Friday, once of the week.
Yes.
Sikat siya,
Oo,
pero sa America, yeah, the commercial spot in the US, at that time it was, nalaman nila about those because of Shogun Warriors sa Bandai. So klaro nila si Mazinger Z or Raiden, because there were no Shogun Warriors. And then actually no sa US, the Mazinger Z was known as Transor Z. So pag nila, oh yeah, Transor Z yan, at sa Middle East, at sa France, Grenadier ang sikat doon kasi that's pina-upload nila. So if you say, Middle East, ano mong famous robot dyan? Grenadier kasi the cartoons, But if you want Voltes 5, well, I know, I didn't grow up Voltes 5, so why would I buy Voltes 5? Pero sa Philippines and sa Japan, and since maraming Philippines all around the world, so sikat yung Voltes 5 because talagang it was like, I'm not sure kung gano'n katagal sa Sweden, pero if you remember, so Voltes 5 every Sunday, right? No 80s or 90s, every Sunday, 10 in the morning,
Yes.
and 07. Then, no 1998, they brought back Voltes 5, and then they did every Friday. And then when Voltes 5, and it was so good na, it was super sikat na even Parokya ni Edgar were trying to sing the song in Bubblegang, yung intro nila, yeah. And then Voltes 5 blew up, t-shirts and all that. Yeah. And right now, they just made like a teleseries about Voltes 5, and then
yung parang anong tawag dito, yung talagang may real life people, di ba, na parang Philippine version animation.
Yeah, may Philippine version,
Have you seen that?
And I watched some of it, I watched, as a fan, okay, okay naman siya, kasi yung Voltes 5 cartoons naman, it's already campy anyway. Hindi naman siya parang old deep na, you know what? I mean, they're like, may 3D chess. It's like, it's campy, Monster of the Week, bam, Pero yung sa Tagalog version, it was good, pero they made it a little bit cheesy, But other than that, it was really good.
Parang katulad ng Power.
Siyempre, alam naman yung Filipino flavor, gusto mo ng konting cheese, right? Brown, to engage. That it's cheesy, yun talaga, so. But at the same time, the cartoon was already campy. It was, hindi naman siya Breaking Bad or something, like, this cartoon, monster of the week, not much character development, it's always the good guys, bad guys in the end, a little bit of twist. Alam mo yan, so it was like a straight shooter anime to begin with,
Oo. Kasi ako, I try not to watch it kasi baka masira yung innocence. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Baka kasi yung bang, bilib na bilib ako, tapos parang, parang sinira nyo naman yung happy thoughts are gone, parang ganun kasi alam ko na papakialaman nila yung story in a way na Filipino style.
Yeah.
Yun, doon ako naiinis kasi minsan dahil hindi universal kasi yung mga gusto natin sa mga plot ng stories kasi
Yeah, they in my opinion, kung if I'm gonna give the cons sa Tagalog na Voltes 5, live action, they added a more character development na hindi naman necessary. Like for example, like I'm not sure if may romance and all that, but there's no romance in Voltes 5. Like I'm okay, let's put character development, know more about the people, but you don't have to add romance to begin with. Kasi wala naman romance sa cartoon, it's most like, hey, you know what? It's, those teams of Voltes 5, they're like brothers and sisters, like, yeah, may mga issues, but hey, you know what? We're a team, we know our boundaries, we're just teammates, but we got our others back. For our army, you don't have to put love on the team, but
di ba yung mga pelikula sa Hollywood, hindi palagi iisa istorya na may mahirap, may mayaman, mag-aaway.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, minsan di ba I saw a movie na parang it only happened for one day lang yung plot ng story. Tapos parang ganda, tapos minsan walang sex scene, walang,
Yeah, it's not necessary. Yeah.
Magugulat ka, bakit ganoon? Hindi katulad na sa atin na kailangan talaga may love story, may sumisigaw, tapos magsasampalan, or love-hate, something.
That's true. Kasi I guess, one of the reasons also is that, the one who helped wrote the stories of Voltes 5 is a girl, syempre, for girls, like, and if, it's not saying bad things about, females. We need female writers. Pero as a Filipino female writer, syempre, they want to add like, a little bit of romance, just to spice things up, But I think Voltes 5, for that cartoon, in my opinion, you can parang develop the characters without adding too much romance. You can put a hint of romance, but not too much. Kasi sumobra yung pagka-romance ng characters ng Voltes 5, But the main, kasi ang pinaka-plot naman ng Voltes 5 is one, it's a robot. It's a robot itself. And yeah, defending Earth, and two is the monsters. Like when you watch Voltes 5, it's the monster of the week. Who are we fighting, diba? It's not like, we're not asking like, who's the red shirt gonna date with, diba? So who are they fight? Let's go, diba?
Isipin mo na, sabihin mo na yung parang, Mark, what are you doing? I'm just swiping right or left first. Give me a minute, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Parang hindi kasi di ba, ang pwede lang naman magkaroon ng angle dyan si Mark tsaka si Jamie, di ba? Dahil hindi sila
Yeah, you can put, yeah.
Hindi naman...
But, yeah, I mean, and then besides when you, like, makita mo yung cartoons, like, they just bond, but not so much bonding. It's like, one scene, like, the kid, they call him Little John, and yeah, one of the sailors, di ba? Like, he's always like that. One time, he was fishing with the octopus robot. Then the monsters came. Okay, let's go. Let's fight. Like all clear cut. Pero that's my opinion, though. So
I understand where you're coming from as well. At saka ang akin lang kasi, like for example, yung mga istorya nito. Bakit kasi basta ako, I find the storyline yung old na Voltes 5 na gano'n na yung English version, yung sa Pilipinas na pinapalabas. I find it so satisfying. One episode that I will not watch again is remember this time na yung ginawa ng mga Bosenian yung malaking aso, tapos yung puppy, pinatay yung mother nung puppy. Alam mo
Oh, yeah.
Tapos yung parang controlling mechanism ando sa buntot, tinulungan nung puppy, kinagat, blah blah blah. Alam mo, hanggang ngayon hindi ko makalimutan yung part na yun.
Yeah, of course.
Ano kasi yun, di ba yung parang Askal yung ginawa nilang monster doon nag-aaway-away sa street, namatay yung mother, naulila si Papi, tapos inampo nila yung mga magkakapatid, tsaka yung tapos ayun, and then na-recognize nung dog, which is grabe, yung liit ng dog na yun, nakatalon sa bangin yata yun para ma-reach yung tail na yun.
Yeah, kasi
movie magic talaga. Shucks.
yeah. Kasi, Voltes 5 naman is, it's meant to be a little bit dark. It's not, I mean, there's light moments here and there, pero it's most like, hey, let's war, nag-invade tayo, let's fight, let's defend Earth, So, but that's why I was saying, what, the Voltes 5, not a bit of, kasi if it's Diamond, yeah, I get it, kasi that's the plot. Diamond's like, hey, the guy loves the girl, it's like Romeo and Juliet. So, okay, romance, because that's actually the theme of it. But the theme of Voltes 5 is war and invasion and discrimination. Kasi you can, like, may some part ng sa Voltes 5, like, Bosanian thought humans are not capable of love. So, when they ask, do humans experience love? I don't believe that. And they were laughing about it. So, you mean, or use the horns, like, yung makita mo sa Bosania, like, okay, this guy has no horns, so he's lesser than us, So he's not real Bosanian. So there's, that's a theme of discrimination, ignorance, war.
Breeds, di ba yung tatlo? So,
Yeah.
Di ba? Parang bastard talaga lang na, hala kayo, your life. Yes.
Exactly.
Green card
So,
kayo, hindi kayo US passports.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah, or so at that time, it's like how would I compare it? No times like the discrimination, it's about different colors or something. And that's the point of the series of all this fight. That's the pinaka theme nun is about, hey, what? Not everything is rosy posy, pero you gotta fight, and then the struggles, yung magkakapatid, like, hey, where's my dad? Like, where's my dad? My mom just died. We need dad. So how do they cope it up? What do they do? And so it was, if you think about it, it was campy, yeah, cheesy. The Cardinal was just campy straight up, but it has really good scenes,
Ako, I really enjoyed the story kasi kumbaga para sa akin parang kind of plausible na kumbaga yung although yung mga aliens siyempre mukhang tao pa rin, unlike dun sa katulad nito yung sa ano pangalan nitong kay Sigourney Weaver na mga aliens. So mas maganda-ganda naman yung istorya nung kasi yung mga aliens do sa aliens na series kasi hindi naman nagsasalita ng English, so hindi mo maintindihan kung if they have like a consciousness or they just want to kill. Pero yung itong sa mga Voltes kasi yung it's like another culture that's trying to survive and they just so happen to stumble upon Earth. Okay, this looks nice, but it's occupied. We can probably push over the little ones because they don't have horns or something like that. Uy, yeah, Paolo, I have a question lang. I was been researching. Sure. Wala daw pang na-encounter yung iba natin mga members do sa group ng model ng mechanical eagle. Have you encountered one na is it like, have you seen yung mechanical eagle kung naglabas sila ng model?
Oh, like yung mechanical eagle itself?
Yeah. Di ba ilang beses yun na pasulpot-sulpot lang, then, tapos nawawala siya agad. Para siyang Dark Star ni Tom Cruise or something. Pero I was asking a lot of people that among all of those things kasi I saw the anong ba pangalan yung command ship ng mga Bosanian, yung Muscal ang itsura.
Yeah.
They have that, pero since nasikat rin naman yung mechanical eagle, they always save the day. Parang walang I was asking if anybody has a collection na meron noon. And they said that nobody had made that, or Bandai had not made that mechanical eagle.
Hindi pa nila nagagawa. Well, first, like, you're talking about the toy, right?
Yeah.
Wala pa eh. Kasi I don't think, well, I mean, I don't know if they made the mechanical eagle. I don't think they made the mechanical eagle yet. Kasi I do know na may small eagle, I think, sa DX version, pero I don't think they made it the mechanical eagle itself because One, like who's gonna buy it except Filipinos, right? Like, so if they get, if I, or hardcore collectors, yeah, and then and two, in Bandai, like hindi mo alam what they're going to make,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and mostly they're focused on Gun Plus or yung mga Dragon Balls,
Oh.
or actually it was so frustrating kasi like for example, like, okay, they make they make the Bazingers or Ghetto Robos and all that. Pero I can't. I'm waiting for them to make the Grade 5 Mask 1 Robo or the Bio Robo. Or the Shiders. Shider, yeah, figure art, but we haven't made. But what about the robot? So I haven't seen them done it yet. So, however, so mechanical, Mansion to Mechanical Eagle, not yet. But sometimes, if somebody gets the license for Volus 5, which I highly doubt makuha nila, they might make that, like I know this kind of like side, this kind of like a side answers the questions. I'm gonna straight off a little bit, pero right now, but there may be a channel because Bandai is doing Voltron, right?
Yes.
I mean, most of Voltron, all that. But there's other companies who are making Voltron too, like Blitzway or Sentinel, or they're making Voltron. So hopefully they might do that for Voltus 5. Because if they do that for Voltus 5, let's say let's use Post Plus from Action Toys, or Hong Kong based, very good. They make really good toys. If they make a Voltus 5 with a 9-inch scale, now with better articulation, that might top that, in wishful thinking, that might be even better than the Bandai one. Kasi marami na competition right now for making robots like Sentinel or Rayobot or Action Toy. Like there's or Post Plus, and they're from Hong Kong, and like there's also China is getting is being in the market for a few years now, and quite frankly, they're cheaper, but they're better right now than the Japanese counterpart.
Really?
That's true. Kasi I'll give.
Yeah. Yung nakikita ko sa Toy Kingdom sa mga post ng mga friends natin, I'm assuming that's from China. Yung nakabox na 50th edition yata yon.
So right, so I'll put an example. Let's say Bandai, right? They're making Gundam metal builds. Metal builds are, they're like die-cast Gundams, very high quality, very very popular to collectors.
Yes.
But they're like what, 7 inches, 8 inches, and they're very expensive.
And kind of small.
The China, there's a Chinese company called Mosho from China. They don't make Gundams, pero they make die-cast metal builds, which are bigger, which is like 10 inches, heavier, better paint, and better customer support for like half the price of a metal build of a Gundam. Add may lead pa. So, and they're very popular these days, So China, is getting to the market with the cheap prices but better quality. And then they were Mosho is so good. They got a business from Blitzway. They partnered up with Blitzway. Blitzway's Korean company who make Voltron, which, by the way, a very nice Voltron, by the way. They partnered together to make the Shin Getter Robo, which is should be a nice quality. So they're getting into the game, and China's getting there. If China dominates the market, that'll be crazy. Japan has to step up.
Yeah. Because I'm very, although syempre hindi naman to parang widespread na yung gusto ng mga tao, pero I'm very sure the market is a little bit healthy na people would will shell out good money provided that the item is really like,
oh yeah, kung maganda quality, yeah.
Yeah, yung kumbaga yung para ba yung kumbaga Lamborghini sa robots natin, na yung Lamborghini kasi talagang it looks like a sports car that's really out of this world diba?
Yeah, so same with Bandai, like the Bandai kasi because of the brand, like for example Lamborghini is the brand, but Lamborghini is really nice. So same thing with the Bandai, pero like for cars, let's say, Lamborghini, Ferraris, BMW. This is BMW, but BMWs, They're a very nice brand, but very expensive. Insurance expensive,
Yes.
And then they find a car like, let's say, like a Nissan or a Toyota or Kia or Hyundai that not much nicer, pero reliable, cheaper, and then cheaper insurance. So they go for that, But of course, people will still go for BMW because our best because it's really nice brand, Yes, expensive parts, pero it will last you long, So that's. But the problem is with Bandai kasi, like, although they can be known as luxurious brands, they're slacking off with the QA. The quality assurance for the product is lacking. And you can see, like, well, I'll give you an example. I collect metal builds. So I'm going to compare a metal build Gundam I have versus a Mosho Gundam. I mean, no Mosho non-Gundam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I bought a Mosho, there's not much paint issues. Wala siyang paint issues. The joints are very nice. Walang kulang parts. Everything's good, So I'm happy. With the price I spent like $150, that's a steal,
Yes.
For a Bandai metal deal, let's say I spent $400. I'll use a Strike Freedom. Kasi Strike Freedom is mostly most of the paint issues from Strike Freedom, especially the Soul Blue edition.
Mm-hmm.
So pag bumili ako nun, I always have to check the paint for the face kasi the problem with the Strike Freedoms, they always have paint issues on their eyes or their faceplate. And I'm spending like $100 for it?
Yes.
So that, parang, hey, what? With this band, they should be like on top of the thing. Plus,
Yes, of course.
the customer support is so bad. Like, hindi ako pwede like, hey, Bandai, can you send spare parts? I have to go through Bluefin to do that, and sometimes Bluefin won't even approve the parts I'm asking it. But for Mosho, I mean, depends on the store. I just ask, hey, get me the parts. They'll send it to me. It's 2 to 3 weeks stop. Sometimes 2 parts will send it to me, guaranteed.
Yikes.
So so that's the problem. Between Bandai right now and all that. Like it's hard to get the spare parts. For China, for Chinese company made, you'll be able to get some. Korea is hard too. Blitzway, mahirap rin sila too. They're like, wow, I have to go through hoops to get to get the parts to meet, Pero China, I just email them, hey, this is the picture, send me the parts. Like, okay, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that's the shipping. There you go, for free.
No wonder. No wonder talaga na ang China talaga workshop ng mundo ngayon yan. Parang malaking factory talaga, and then they seem to know exactly what people want and in a price range na kumikita sila and it's reasonable naman do sa buyer. So somehow they got that sweet spot kasi. So ikaw ba, Paolo, sa mga collections mo ba, ano na yung pinaka nabili mo o na trade mo or something na pinaka unique ang istorya? You have to travel 9 hours by car or took a plane just to get it or something, or you have to really like do something creative just to make sure na mapunta sa'yo sa auction or whatsoever. May nangyari na ba sa'yo yan?
Oh, so you're talking about like the item na talagang hard to find, first able to get it? Parang ganun?
Or is like something like your own personal holy grail sa collection mo na I just have to get this. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to freaking fly anywhere in the world just to get this. Parang ganun. Wala ka pa dun sa part na yon, hindi ka pa. Hindi pa.
Well, I mean, kasi yung, I don't have to fight around the world to get it, pero nalala mo minsan seeing the Grade 5 Maskman Robo, like for Maskman. I was looking for that. Like talagang, I mean, ever since 2010, like I was like, hey, you know what? eBay, where do I get this one? Because it is my childhood dreams to get the Maskman Robo. So then, like, I couldn't find it in eBay. I couldn't find it in Yahoo Auction. I'm out of options, And then if you say to eBay, there are what, $10,000, $15,000, or sometimes $700, but missing parts. So, you know what? Whatever, Then I guess then fast forward to 2021, 2022. There's an auction from Japan called Yahoo Auction, but the proxy is buys the company.
Mm-hmm.
So Sneeze go, you know what? I was finding the Masked Man one time, but I wanted to be able to get it. And I said, you know what? I want to get it this one. I know it's gonna be like $900, $1,000, but I need to have it on because it's just like the holy grail,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, cheaper as a Voltus 5, but at least let me try to get this. Then, I was able to auction it, and I was able to get it, and I was so happy. Nakuha ko siya. Sira nga yung box, but the parts the robot are still pristine. Like,
good.
wala siyang yellowing.
Ay, yan, maganda. Hindi na
So,
sa araw pala yan.
Yeah, and then, I mean, the old toys are not paint perfect, but it's still beautiful. And I said, hey, you know what? Yeah, this is what I'm looking for,
Yeah.
I come by it once. I can send you a picture, mamaya, but I come by once, put it back in the box, I'm happy. Even the Buy Robo, that's also that, and the Buy Robo. The Buy Robo, I used to have one before, pero I was a kid. I didn't take care of it. I didn't know toys at that time will raise a value,
Yeah.
If my future self went to the past, I would have taken care of it,
Yeah, I'm guilty on that. Marami kong that's why para kong yan ang aking parang motivation ngayon is to make up. Naku, marami pa akong Matchbox toys na I'm trying to I remember them by my memory pero I have no idea where to find them, how to find them, etc., but I'm working on it right now.
Yeah. Hindi talaga. Collecting addicting siya, but it's also a hard to say. It's also a cutthroat business too. Kasi I would say cutthroat because the sellers, syempre, they want to make money out of you.
Yes, of course.
And if they know they want the product, they'll say, you know what, I want to sell this for this amount of money. And then I was kind of like that too. But right now I'm more like, you know what, if I'm gonna sell this collection, fine, I'll sell it at a fair price, So that way, if I know the market's high and they want it, okay, I'll sell you double the price, And people will buy it, like, okay. Pero I was like that too, like, and me as a buyer too, like, if I really like it and then the market is a little bit high, I'll just say, can you at least a little bit, pero kung talagang it's really rare and I really couldn't find this one, it's the only one left, I'll take the risk, So it depends, like, excuse me, depends kung, kasi, this is how I think. So, let's say, Blanc Robot, right? Let's say, let's use an example. Let's say they're selling a Masked Man with Robot to Facebook, right?
Yes.
And then you cannot buy it to US except in Japan, and it's not over there. They're selling it for $1,000, but it's not on eBay. The robot is in very good condition. It has a box, and then because you can find it. So, wala ka na choice but to get that if you really want it. Say you can't find it anywhere else. That's your only opportunity to get it.
Yeah. And then
it's not like parang, hey, you know what?
Again, di ba?
Kasi pag nawala once na hindi nabenta yan, like, how many more years are you gonna find that?
Are you willing to wait?
Diba? So yun ang risk.
Yes, and then for sure, many years from now, regardless whether it's up and down your market, it's pretty sure it's always higher than before. So
true. Very true.
So like I said, ako nga sa ngayon nga naghahanap nga ako ng mga gusto ko. Buti na lang ngayon medyo mababa daw ang presyo because some people that I know, they bought yung Voltes 5 na gusto ko for 200,000 pesos before, which is also around $4,000 or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Ngayon daw nasa under 100,000 pesos, so that's like under $2,000. So sabi ko, not bad, not really.
Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, iba nga. I think I'm not. I mean, Michael V, right?
Bubblegum. Yun ang isa sa yung talagang very vocal siya. Tsaka nakita ko yung kanyang man cave, di ba?
Yeah, Michael V. I think kwento niya one time, like, Voltes the pawn shop, thinking of Voltes 5, no box. Let me buy this. It's not good condition. Binili niya, and in good condition. But you know what? It's so rare. Kasi at least naman yung Voltes 5 kasi, like the old one. Since the paint is really old, you can restore it naman. Like, you know what? This is the paint. And di man complicado yung paint at the time versus right now. Like, okay, this mixture of paint. It was like just silver, you know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
red, you know, just you know, they just have someone restore the plane properly, and right, and you see, syempre tayo mapili magaling tayo sa mga ganun, you know, so
Oo naman.
they just restored with pristine condition. So
Yeah,
well,
there's
and
a
you have no choice to restore to begin with kasi since Vault 5 is bakal siya, nakakalawang siya, you know, so you have no choice but to restore it. You know, it's not like I
Oo.
can't restore this because, you know, I don't want anybody to touch it. No, you have to kasi
Oo.
lumang-luma na siya, you know?
Oh yeah, just like the old cars. Pag yan, hindi mo ni-restore yan, you would like, yeah, mint condition original yan. Oh yes, kakainin niya ng rust.
Yeah,
So you have to like,
true. Kasi it's not, kasi yung paint dati nung time na yan, it's not as high cost, high quality as today's paint, you know?
mm,
I, so for syempre, time na yun, like, okay, what do you know about paint? Paint this, paint that. And yeah, it's not like today, factory made, like mixture of paints with top coat and all that. You know, like sure, maybe don't take no time in, but for like what, like 40 years, 50 years. I mean,
45 years.
you have to give in, diba?
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's perfectly understandable that some rusting or fading is acceptable naman. Ako sa totoo
yeah,
lang, mas gusto ko, I'm not too concerned about boxes. I rather have the toy in like the most ideal condition lang. Yun naman yun.
yeah,
Yun ang iniintindi ko. Tapos, from what I research kasi, hindi ko akalain. Kasi my general plan kasi, sana makabili ko ng magkakasame ng height. But some of the members told us that hindi daw magkakasame ng height. Yung Voltes 5, yung si Mazinger si Grandizer, at saka si Balatak.
yeah.
Do you remember this robot also, si Balatak? Yung may dalawang parang antena sa tenga, something, na box ring, parang robot rin yan. Oh, wait.
But hindi ko siya maalala, you know,
Yep.
but
Kasi yung mga episodes nito, at sa totoo lang, yung Grandizer, I only saw about 2 episodes. Kasi parang hindi nag-click yun sa Pilipinas eh. And then,
yeah,
ang natatandaan ko lang nag-click talaga si Voltes 5, tapos si Dimos, and then to a certain extent
Yeah.
si Mazinger C. Tapos,
yeah,
yung Balatak, tsaka si Grandizer-ish, thereabouts, parang ganoon. Pero, kahit isa lang o dalawang episodes yung napanood ko, hindi ko na nga matandaan ko anong channel, basta alam ko 7 yung isa. Pero,
yeah,
it's part of my memory kasi dahil, you know, you cannot bring back all dead pets, di ba? Pero this one,
yeah, you know, I mean,
naku, ang dami kong bibili.
Yeah.
Alam mo, naloko rin ako doon sa yung Revel, yung mga ina-assemble na mga ships na ganyan.
mhm,
So, yan, nasa wish list ko rin yan. I have to buy 5 of them. Yung Yamato, meron ako nung isang aircraft carrier, Enterprise yata yun. Yung Sheffield. Kasi I have, yung kasi nung maliit ako, ang business ko kasi tropical fish, we breed them. So, meron akong Pearl Harbor no sa ibabaw ng mga tanks. Yung tanks ko kasi yung concrete siya, parang talaga yung ponds talaga. So, nung maliit ako, nag-iimbento ko ng parang mga Pearl Harbor, naisipan kong iniitsahan ko ng bato kasi maganda yung explosion.
yeah,
So, guess what? So, syempre, nasisira yun kasi they're not really meant for rough handling talaga. So,
true.
ngayon, sabi ko, yung wall ko na yun, it's just like something that would keep me company when I get older. Kasi, my 2 kids are getting older na. So, when they start having their own lives, you cannot just follow them. You know, it would be, Dad, stop it! That's creepy. Yeah.
True.
So, I need to do something else bukod sa annoying other people. Di ba? And then, this would be like, kasi ako, I would assume that just by staring at them all day long, probably would fill my day until I die or something. You know, pero yan, masaya na ako dyan. Tsaka yung, ito ang hindi ko siguro mako-complete yung, I have this thing about this Airwolf na helicopter before. And there's this like the only guy that had flown, the only Filipino guy that had flown the highest, yung kumbaga yung next level, one level below astronaut. Kasi pilot siya sa US Air Force dyan ng U-2 plane. Filipino siya. He also collects, he's like an RC enthusiast and nagkakausap kaming ganyan. And sabi ko, yan ang pinaka-problema ko siguro sa lahat ng mga wishlist ko, yung RC, because they're freaking expensive talaga. Yun. Kasi yun ang sa lumilipad, although hindi ko paliliparin kasi pero yung helicopter na yun, I like that. And yun ang problema ko. Gusto ko kaya isasabi to sa kisame siguro. Yan.
Yes. Yung nga, so collecting talaga, like, like, as a collector, it's it's hard to collect everything talaga, unless, let's say, one is space, like, you don't have much space, and two, like, the budget. Like, unless marami ka talagang pera, it's fun. But at the same time, like, the way na kumalik ako these days, I'm very picky right now. If I like it's a Voltus 5, it's Voltus 5, unless they make something really different with the thing, I'll get it. Or kasi nakuha niyo yung DX Token version, so I'm already happy with that. That's like the best version already, So they make another Voltus 5 the same height, pero different, the same quality. Sure, why not? But other than that, I'm already happy with that. But let's say, it has to be something that, hey, you know what? I watch this cartoon. Napanood ko to, you grew up on me, then I'll take it. Pero if it's something new these days, I used to collect something new now, okay, bago lang to, I'll give it. But right now, I'm more focused, like, okay, this is my childhood robot. Did I watch this when I was a teenager or as a kid? If I do, it's a die-cast, Like, for example, in Gundam Wing, I'll collect the metal composite ones. Kasi napanood ko siya no high school and college. So, and I love the design. Pero, like, for example, like, the new Gundams, I kind of, like, stopped getting those already. And so trying to minimize what I want to collect versus I just want to get just because it looks nice,
Kumbaga, obviously hindi naman mo mako-collect lahat, pero yung kumbaga yung parang meron ka lang niche na kumbaga ito lang, itong groups lang nito ang hahabulin ko. Yung mga ganyan.
True.
Yeah. So,
correct.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, yung 5 robot na yun, yung pinakamalalaking now my wish list nag-change na eh. So, yung 5 robots na yon, yung yung talagang mga era ko kumbaga at yung pinaka-largest size na they have. Kasi talagang before, kasi doon sa aking wall na gusto ko kasi is yung nakaano siya magkakatabi sila ng same height pero apparently hindi pala pwede yun. So, yun lang. Tapos, kasi yung mga lente ko may ayos na siya pero yung mga toys kasi tsaka yung mga matchbox ko, yun ang problema. So we'll see, we'll work on that. Pero talagang unang-una kong hinahanap ngayon yung 5 robot na yun. Yun ang aking sabihin na natin phase 1. And then we go crazy later on. Yung mga ganyan. Ala akong balag gawin yung base, yung mga is there a name for that mothership nung sa Bosania, yung skull na spaceship na yun? Hindi ko matandaan kung may name yun.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know if there's a name for that? I do remember lang yung si Draco, yung naputulan ng isang sungay, di ba? Yung may meta.
Yeah. Then you got kasi yung dub sa Tagalog, they changed the names from Japanese to whatever English names they want to put,
Yuck!
So,
don't tell me si Prince Sardo, iba na pangalan.
Yeah, so iba yung pangalan, and then they changed the names, but so it's hard to tell, pero I guess I naintindihan ko why they changed the names because at the time, like, how can you pronounce, well, this was the area why they changed the name. So at once it's easy to say English names versus Japanese, right? I mean. And two, maybe we can say, like, because since the anime was 1970s, although we had peace within Japan already, pero syempre the World War II was still a little bit fresh from other people's minds, So maybe it wasn't the reason kaya ginawa nila a little bit, hey, let's change their names a little bit, So like, like, for example, like, Zardos, right? I mean, it was easy to say Zardos or Heinel, you know. I don't, diba, like, you know, Heinel, you know, like, but if it was Zardos, like, oh, you know, actually Zardos is easy to remember. But Heinel, like, who remember Heinel, diba? So who remember Heinel, you know?
Ano pa pangalan ng babae na yung yung parang advisor yun ni Zardos, di ba? Yung
Yeah. Well, so Japanese, her name is Catherine. Catherine, you know, that's her name in Japanese, Catherine.
Aha.
But in English, what's her name again?
Bitch.
Let's find out. Yeah, hold on, let's I gotta figure it out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see the cast. Zardos. What is her? Oh, Zandra. Okay, so English Tagalog they call her Zandra.
Oh, yeah.
Zandra. Plus, pag sa, you know, sa Japanese, like, Katarin, like, I mean, we just need to remember, Zandra or Katarin, like, hey, Katarin, like, you know, di ba? Like, you know, would you call, you know, like, girl, hey, Katarin, you know, like, di ba? Like, but this one, like Zandra, like, okay, so Zandra's easier to say, you know,
Yeah, tsaka
you know,
yung isang general nila na may, yung ang armor niya, yung katulad doon sa Mechanical Eagle, ano ba pangalan ng mamari na yun? Yung parang si Don.
yeah, there's some,
Yeah. So, sometimes I do not remember their names naman kasi, pero, man, I do love them very much, no, talaga. So, totoo lang.
yeah, you know, actually, you know, I started watching, so most of the time, obviously, the Bata Amador, right? But I didn't finish the whole thing. Kasi every Sunday, I was a kid, like, I can remember every Sunday to watch those, you know,
Siyempre,
church, you know, diba?
inabutan mo ba,
And then,
did nung panahon mo, lumalabas ba mga bata sa bahay, di ba?
yeah, of course, you know, the 80s, the 90s, and that's what we were doing, diba? Labas tayo ng time na yun. There was no PlayStation or, well, there was in, you know, 6th grade, pero
Atari
mostly labas tayo, basketball, and all that, you know.
Yeah.
But, so, you know, in 2020, in COVID, you know, I said, you know what? Let me watch the whole Volta 5 on YouTube, the whole series, 34 episodes in Japanese, you know. And then I watched it, you know, and then I said, yeah, that's why I said it was campy because that's how I remember. This is really campy. Like, hindi mo siya parang, you know, hindi mo siya deep, you know, like, you know, you know, for example, Death Note or something, or something deep anime like, you know, Erased or something. It's like, hey, you know what? Monster of the Day, let's go. Well, it's not at least if Evangelion, but that was like so deep to say, you know, made the one who made Evangelion has like depression, yeah, ganun siya. But this one, well, it's fight, it's not fun. It's fight, you know. Yeah, the word was easy, you know. Yeah, you know. So Mazinger Z, super singer sa Japan yan, even sa US. Pero I know I'm gonna go off rails here, but I do remember the one who made Mazinger Z, you know, Go Naga, you know. Ang unang sinisip for Mazinger Z was Devilman Devilman. Devilman was very demonic, very depressing. I don't recommend anybody reading it unless, I don't know, it's very depressing. And then he said that it was so depressing, he had to make Mazinger Z to lighten up the mood, you know?
But,
because
pero yung mukha ni Mazinger,
you know when,
di ba? Mukhang demonic yung mukha no, di ba? Yung expression ng
yeah.
medyo
Yeah.
demonic ang dating.
Then, you know, in that time naman, yung like, you know, unlike us, like in Philippines, like, you know, we were born in a, you know, in a Catholic or a Christian, you know, nation. In Japan, it's most, you know, Japan, there's no religion there, you know.
Yeah.
So they think the devil is fantasy, which is not. You know, the devil is actually real, but they make it fantasy. But they think, oh, devil is actually a fantasy.
Yeah.
So they make this one without knowing the consequence. There's a spiritual there'll be a spiritual invasion sa mind niya because, hey, you know what? I'm putting this, and then there's spiritual aspect of it. So he felt depressed, you know.
Yes,
So
that's true. Kasi yun nga ang yun nga ang secret, hindi naman isa sa mga ploy ng mga ganyan mga beings kasi is to make you turn away from the other guy. So Mas, di ba parang ano yan yung kumbaga parang sa hunting sa Africa, yung nilalayo, yung ina-isolate yung mga weak, yung mga gullible, yung mga ganyan. So, guess what happens, kumbaga. I see. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, dami kong natutunan. Kasi like I said, as in 2 months pa na ako nag-uumpisang mag-research bago ako bumili. Kasi it would be, I don't want to end up buying rubbish, kumbaga, or, yung kumbaga, ano tawag dito, yung kumbaga, pag kasi novice ka, alam ng seller yan na pwede kang paikutin, and then all of a sudden you end up with a very big bill, tapos for not good quality collection. Ayoko naman yun. Tsaka like I said, hindi ko, yun lang, yung 5 na yun, kasi yung Transformers, kasi hindi na ako masyadong, mas gusto ko yung pinanonood lang, ayoko ng mga toys, tsaka yung Voltron. Tsaka, kasi parang si Voltron, parang yung mukha niya, si Deimos, tapos yung katawan niya parang si Voltes 5, tsaka si Mazinger Z.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and then besides, Voltron talaga, yan talaga is number 1 over here in the US. Like Voltron is like, okay, this is like, everybody wants Voltron,
Yeah,
kasi, there's the English dub, cartoons, but I'm pretty sure if they put like Voltes 5's Saturday morning cartoons and all that, he'll blow up over here in the US too,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then syempre time na yun, like tayo mga Filipino, like if you put like something in our childhood na sa pinapanood natin, and they watch it for free, and then everybody wants that toy, this is gonna blow up. Voltes 5 will be like super sikat,
Yes.
That's why it was so sikat, like people are singing the Japanese song for it, and then
I do remember. I can still sing it up to now. Strangely and weirdly, I can sing it. I don't know if it's like the diction or the words are correct, but I would sound like I'm pretending I'm speaking Japanese, but it's actually tato ni tato ni like that. So other people would think, okay, you speak Japanese, a little bit.
Kasi kasi ito talaga nilaki natin. That's why the old people, my parents watched it, I mean, not regularly, pero like, oh, Voltes 5, I know about that, so yeah. It blew up, I guess, that's why they, GMA, had the funds to make it, to make the live version.
Yes.
So they know, like every Filipino, a lot of Filipinos will watch it every night, And then last year, when we went to the Philippines, I started watching a few episodes of it. Like, okay. So, let's say, like, I was resting, so I turned on the TV. Oh, Voltes 5? Let me watch, And then, like, it was interesting, it was good naman, and then the actors, si Carla Abellana ba naman sa Voltes 5. Well, yeah, you gotta watch that, or the Eigenmans were there, so it must be really good,
Yeah.
And then I know that the teenagers, yung bida, they're new actors, they're new actors and actors, but they did a decent job naman, So I got no complaints with that. Like I said earlier, ang pinaka complaint is that they made it a little bit too cheesy. But the acting is actually really good, like, it feels, you feel proud to be a Pinoy for them to do that,
Oh, tsaka mukhang magandang, alam mo yung kumbaga yung, hindi ito yung para bang mga cartoons lang, yung cartoons na papel talaga, or parang, medyo maganda-ganda yung production value niya from what I saw, pero like I said, I'm scared to watch kasi ayokong masira yung...
Yeah.
Like you said,
I mean,
nila yung mga pangalan, I don't want to memorize that.
The only, if you want, para to play safe, just watch the fight scenes. That's all you need to do. Watch the last part, like the robot scenes. Kasi yun talaga yung, is the meat of the show, is the robot scenes. Let's fight. Hindi naman yung parang, who is he dating now? It's like, hey, who is he fighting? I want to see in CGI the battle. So, and I like it. It's nice. Like, actually, they did a really good job.
I know.
So maganda yung CGI niya. Like, surprisingly, it's really good. And then, so like, at the time, wala man budget ng Filipino na yun. So when you see CGI, this corny, this is baduy, diba?
Yes.
But no, this one, no, it's actually not baduy. It's actually really good. Okay.
Oh, kasi,
And then,
yeah, like I said, doon sa mga, di ba, mga trailers niya, it's really, parang nga sa una nga, akala ko parang, sabi ko parang, hindi gawa ng Pilipino ito. And then, of course, later on, Pilipino pala ang nag-CGI. Pero, ito, right now, I'm watching the trailer. Parang ang ganda nga niyang tingnan eh. Yun na naman yung, yung palang, yung battleship pala nung Bosanians pala, masyado pala nilang ginawang parang transformer. Like yung maraming details, parang Star Wars yung mga ano niya.
yeah.
Hindi, di ba?
Yeah, they made one nice.
Yeah, di ba? Yung horns niya kasi hindi yung sa original nung araw, di ba? Hindi naman, yung plain lang siya, kumbaga parang metal stuff. Pero dito pala parang yung katulad ng mga battle cruisers sa Star Wars na marami mga mechanical, kumbaga components na kita sa labas. Ayun. Good. Ito, kasi like I said, ako kasi, Paolo, the last time I went home to the Philippines kasi is 2013. And since 1996 that I moved here, I only went home 3 times. Hindi ako wanted. Don't Google me. I'm a good guy. Pero I never had really like the urge to go back madalas because I have nothing to do. Pero katulad nito, of course, buti na lang may internet so nakakapanood tayo ng mga ganito. Medyo updated ka and stuff. Pero like I said, yung what I saw, now I understand. Ito pala mga nakikita kong pinopost ng mga members natin is yung from, kumbaga yung legacy pala ang tawag doon sa, yung medyo muscular na Voltes 5, ano?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a different design, Kasi like, for example, CGI, right? Like, I like the designs, pero let's say they CGI the classic Voltes 5 skin, I mean, that would look nice too, but at the same time, hindi kaya would Toei Animation allow it? That would be nice. Pero syempre, for modern audience, you want it like, more detailed, that, That's why. But other than that, I like that actually the Voltes 5 designs in CGI. It was really good. In fact, Bandai will release a toy for that.
Really?
Isa yung Metal Robot, the smaller version, and they also made a bigger version too, which is coming soon. So, if you're collecting that Voltes 5, that's to give you a heads up with that,
So, ano ang excuse natin sa mga spouses natin when that thing arrives? I got it on film.
I'm sorry?
Ano gagawin natin excuse pag yung bibili na natin yun pag lumabas yun?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of hard kasi, I'm running out of excuses for business to buy robots, because, I mean, that's a wife's job, that's the job of the wife, you gotta like control the budget, make sure to take care. So, I don't think there's a good excuse for that, unless you're gonna buy her something else, pero, like, you gotta have a really good excuse to go. Probably, let me ask my wife, babe, if I'm gonna buy a robot, what's the good excuse for me to give you? Really? There's gotta be an excuse, babe. See, I mean, I guess one good excuse probably I would say, what? It's my money. I got extra money, Maybe I can spend just for myself, But even then, they'll give me the evil eye. I don't know about that, But honestly, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you could find an excuse for that, Baka,
yeah, it's played by ear,
Swear word jar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Diba? Yung mga ganyan.
Or you gotta like, make sure like, hey, you know what, I'll play nice, I guess, but knowing, but of course that's the wife's job naman talaga, So that's the risk. You gotta like, it's part of the game,
Yeah. How about telling your wife na let's try public transportation. It's good for the environment.
Diba?
Yeah, let's try the bus.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that,
Yeah,
She might fall for it,
You'll never know.
Diba?
Yeah. Sweetheart, can you
Yeah.
go to the grocery or supermarket and buy bus? Yeah, siguro sasabihin niya, are you nuts? Diyos ko.
Diba?
Ay, nako. Wait, saan ka ba sa California? Where are you in California ba?
In Los Angeles area.
Aha. Talaga ang daming Pilipino dyan, ano?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my relatives
California.
are also there. Naku, Diyos ko. Kaliwat ka niyan.
Parang super dami mga Pilipino dito. May Filipino market, may Filipino restaurant here.
Yeah,
Kami
I saw
believe it or not,
Yeah, I saw it in one of those blogs and food blogs, yung basta lahat mayroon dyan eh. Nagulat nga rin ako kasi although yung mga relatives ko sinasabi meron eh. Pero syempre hindi naman nila, they would not bother taking videos of that. So sabi ko, oh God, it tastes like, ganyan. Kasi dito, kami, we just buy, Thai food. Yun naman yun. Or we make our own.
Yeah, so California, I heard Los Angeles, Filipino population is the third largest,
Oh man.
sa Los Angeles area. Or California area, that's what I heard.
I see.
Kasi the largest population na, minorities are, the Latino community, and the Indian, from India,
Uh-oh.
and then from Filipinos ang sunod naman, and of course the Korean, Chinese, and all that. Kasi California is diverse, so
Oh yes.
so yeah, maraming Pilipino dito, yeah.
Hindi kasi like I said, most Filipinos kasi we prefer na kumbaga magpunta sa States or parang kasing extension na natin na most of the people we know na nagma-migrate sa States, di ba? So
yeah, because syempre, I mean, like for example, tayo mga immigrant, like you're from Sweden, and you have sarap ang buhay mo, di ba?
yes. Because like, kunwari lang, katulad nung sa Pilipinas, I remember 1996 nung umalis ako, iisa lang ang Lamborghini nung araw.
Yeah, di ba?
Yeah, and tapos hindi siya makalabas ng Forbes Park kasi yung humps matataas. So,
yeah, that's true.
Sinasakay siya sa trailer, tapos, kung saan dinadala nung tapos may bantay pa, etc. Ngayon, nagulat ako, may Bugatti na sa atin and all of these things. And then, wow, you guys are doing way, way, way better. Because, doon sa napapanood ko, minomonitor ko yung mga news, some people are eating dinner for like $2,000 na it's like chicken feed para sa kanila. Pero, para sa amin, it's like, you know what? Unless really like, really, really something fancy, we cannot really spend like $2,000 for a dinner. Mga ganon. Kasi dito, hindi naman ganon kamahal. Although talagang kung gusto mo talagang you could find somewhere to spend that money or more. Pero, grabe ka. What do you do in the Philippines para ang dami yung pera? Like I said, I even saw a clip na mga teenagers at saka mga young people in Cebu City, meron silang Porsche 911 Club.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, because kasi pag pera ka sa Pilipinas, like you can really get whatever you want. Basically, I mean, for example, yung guy I told you about, like multiple voltage pipes in isang closet na people like and then like for example, here's the US, like California, very expensive yung mga taxes. So so it's hard right now. Lot ng pressure tumaas, so it's hard to get like whatever you really want these days.
Yeah,
Pero let's say if I have the opportunity to bring my work from home sa Philippines, my life would, my life financially would skyrocket kasi sa pambuhay ka dun like dollars ang currency ko dun. I could buy a house over there. I don't have to worry about taxes. I'll worry about taxes sa sweldo, but I don't have to,
that much.
I have my own house, the food are cheaper.
You can get help.
I'm good.
Diba? You can hire somebody to take care of the little things that you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, the messy things, and then
Just like for example, like yung parents ko, they retired and umalis na ba sa Pilipinas and then umasa na sa pension. The pension is not that big, but they're living a good life.
yeah,
Yun,
because
pension na yun, ha? Masaya sila. What more if they're working, let's say they're working from home or something,
oh, diba?
How much more, diba?
Yeah. It's like it's a very common story that yung mga matatagal na sa States, tapos they can kumbaga stay 6 months in the Philippines or more and then go back every now and then. Ginagawa nila yun. Tsaka part of my family kasi is US Air Force. And
Okay.
yeah, and then most of them are already retired and they're living a very good life doon sa Pilipinas kasi
Diba?
yeah, they have nothing to do basically. They nice cars, a nice house. Of course they don't need to spend, and then of course every year, katulad ngayong Pasko, lahat ng mga apo nila at mga anak nila andyan sa California. So ayun, ganun lang kanilang routine lang. And then kwentuhan lang, Sabi ko sana well, not really my cup of tea, pero it would be like a nice idea as well. Kasi nagtayo ako ng sarili ko kasing investment plan, kumbaga, kaysa dun sa umasa ako sa social security kasi yung mga pensions na ganyan. So I manage my own pension, kumbaga. Dahil palipat-lipat kami kasi I have already lived almost all of the countries here in Western Europe except Portugal. Yun naman siya.
Oh.
So, because I was like, hindi naman ako naging nomad pero kumbaga parang I was looking for home. Parang ganoon. And then, every time na nagagawi ako sa Scandinavia, itong mga bits na itong parts na ito, I find the way of life, it's the one that I really like, tsaka it's really what I have in mind. So, I ended up parang nasa Alaska. Kasi ang Norway, parang Alaska, and then itong Sweden is like Wisconsin daw or something na ganoon. Yun.
So you're thinking to retire sa Sweden at the moment or?
Sabihin mo na lang na long term dito. Tapos, kasi like I said, I have 2 kids. One is in Germany, one is with me right now. And when they grow up and they have their families, I don't think they will be crazy enough to always go to the Philippines. So, for me, it doesn't make sense na bakit ako malayo. I will look for the people. I will be the people I don't really love that much. And then the people that I really care about are very far from me. And I'm very sure they cannot afford, if they have kids, they cannot every year bumisita sa akin. So I said, okay, so it's probably better off if I'm just here. And start collecting.
I see.
Yeah, and then start collecting and playing piano and then doing my online job. Because paminsan-minsan nag-e-edit ako bukod sa gumagawa kami ng mga commercials yung mga in between sa mga YouTubes ninyo, yung mga advertisements na ganyan, we do those commercials kasi. And then every now and then, since yung isang computer ko, it's kumbaga nagre-render siya ng isang episode, so instead of just sitting around or watching well, I could do something. Since na madaldal ako, why not make money out of the daldal? So
yeah, of course.
And then I get to meet all of these interesting people kasi hindi naman kasi ang ginawa ko kasi dito sa Kaibigan Podcast is basically para siyang nangangamusta na, di ba minsan pag nasa airport ka, then you kind of recognize, Pilipino kayo, parang ganyan. Oy, kamusta kayo? Ganyan. Where you from? Things like this. And then you so happen, madalas akong nakakilala ng mga good people through this way. Filipinos na based sa France, nakasabay namin kumakain sa McDonald's sa Italy. And then, 15 years later, they're still our friends. Yung mga ganun ba? People I accidentally met that are based, Americans that are based before in an air base sa Iceland who happen to be in Italy. Or some Filipinos na nakasabay ko sa train sa Germany. Yung mga ganun ba? I enjoy that. And then I said, sayang, hindi ko na-record. So, I started out with this one as well, and then since na yung I try to find random people para naman iba-ibang mga subject matter. So katulad mo, I'm very grateful na nakausap kita kasi sa totoo lang dami ko nalaman rin sa iyo. And I look forward.
Yeah.
Kayo ba napunta na ng Europe? Nag-Europe na ba kayo?
No, pero we wanted to go to Italy actually.
You should baka before lumubog si Venice tsaka ma-overrun ng mga tourists yung mga ganyan. Nako, it's maganda siya tsaka sa totoo lang it's not really that expensive to visit Europe.
Oh,
Sa
okay.
totoo lang. Yeah, believe me. Ang technique lang yan is like to those listeners na pag pumunta kayo dito, it only would cost you maybe $50 to fly from Italy to more than 50 other European countries na mura lang. Yung kunwari, Czech Republic, you can go even to Finland or Iceland for under $100 lang. So,
Okay.
yeah, so magugulat ka na parang we could do, doing this. Tsaka yung mga tourist traps, pag kunwari, yan ang maganda, katulad ngayon, may nakilala na kayo ng taga-Europe. We could always tell you na, do you know that expensive train ride na maganda sa Switzerland, there's exactly another commuter train na pang local people na it's the one that you should take kasi it's way cheaper and it's the same route. Yun. Kasi minsan nakikita mo sa Instagram parang, wow, yung mga ganyan. Pero it costs an arm and a leg. So, mas kukunti yung makipupuntahan ninyo kasi syempre, malaki yung budget or something. Pero if you know where to scrimp, marami kang makikita. Tsaka, nako, Diyos ko, kung mag-rent ka lang ng unlimited mileage na sasakyan o kaya yung oh God, dami mo makikita. Yeah, and you would be surprised na sabi. Kasi, from what I heard and from the Americans na hindi rin mga Filipinos na nakausap ko, most of them are after, I want a hotel with like super large beds, business center, a gym, a big TV. Say, what the? Kumbaga para bang, you're not going to stay in that room. There's something bigger out there. You should go there. All you need in a hotel is somewhere to sleep na clean and safe yung mga belongings ninyo. Yun lang ang hindi yung kailangan. Why would you need a business center? You could do this printing or check your something like that. Come on, you're on vacation or something. Oh, gym, why would you exercise in a vacation?
That's true.
Yung kumbaga, tapos yung big TV, come on, why would you watch the Good Morning Show, kunwari, or something na ganyan? Sa stage, come on, you paid good money just to see the things outside. Stay there, eat some gelato or something. Yeah, pero pag mag-i-Italy kayo, talaga yung pinakasulit talagang puntahan, Rome, Venice, tsaka yung Milan and the outskirts, yung nasa border ng Italy, yung Lake Como, yung saan nakatira si George Clooney. Talagang siya, para siyang postcard talaga, tsaka marami kayong mapupuntahan. And ako minsan namamasyal ako mag-isa. Yeah, palakasan na ng loob yan. Tapos you get to see all of these things and said, oh God, I'm very grateful that I have seen all of these things that I usually see. Kasi yung nasa Ocean's 11 na movie, did you watch those Ocean 11s na series na yun?
Yeah, the movie, yeah.
Di ba remember yung may episode na yung may kalaban sila na Master Thief, yung White Fox yata yun, yung guy na yun? Yung ninakawan nila yung Bellagio, yung episode na yun, yung bahay nung villain doon, yun yung bahay ni George Clooney doon sa Lake Como. Yun. So, kalahati nung lake na yun is Switzerland, kalahati Italy. It's really one of the most beautiful places tapos ang maganda lang doon, it's not really very expensive to go. I just don't understand a lot of people saying, oh God, it cost me an arm and a leg. Kasi, God, you don't have to do it. It's just go one train ride lang from Milan. It's straight lang. And then, you will never get lost kasi it's the end of the line. Everybody gets off. Because if it...
so madali yung transportation, okay.
Yeah, so if it doesn't stop, you will end up in the lake. So, and then the lake is is also like maybe like 50 feet away from the station. And so, oh God, it's really one of those beautiful places. Plus yung, although I've never been to the States before, pero like I said, pag nakakita ka ng castles dito, I'm very sure, I can assure you that somebody got killed there, tortured, beheaded, or God knows what. Authentic to, hindi to Walt Disney. So, may ano siya, yung maganda, yung when I saw France, like, oh man, I just saw this in like the documentaries when we were in the Philippines before, and then, man, boom. You know? So, I suggest you go when you're younger kasi it involves a lot of walking.
Oo nga eh.
It
Yeah.
involves a lot of walking, and then katulad niyan yung maliit pa yata ang kids nyo. Ilan ba kids mo? Dalawa, isa, tatlo, or do you have like, how many kids do you have ba?
Only one kid.
Okay.
Isa lang.
So, ano pa yan, medyo matipid pa yan kasi pwede mong isama sa kwarto, etc. Hindi masyadong masela na, I want to have my own bed, my own room, and
Hindi naman. She wants to stay with us naman.
So, tapos kumbaga yung hindi masyadong complain na, I want this and like this, it's boring, it's all people stuff, you know, when this stuff, yeah. Pero, yung maganda yan, if you have the chance to visit Europe is as early as possible sana. Yun.
Yeah. But anyway, hey, so
Like I said, thank you very much, Ren. I think you need to go as well. So, maraming salamat, Paolo, and God bless you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, we do keep in touch, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, if you want, if you want to be the person to podcast, let me know lang. Then I'll just
Yes.
I'll just.
Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, so have a nice day. God bless again to your family.
Yeah,
okay?
Thank you, Royce.
Okay, thank you. Bye. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Paolo. Paolo from California, from Los Angeles po siya. He's a collector of like yung mga anime na toys na mga robots. So yung Voltes 5, which is a 1970s na anime series, from Daimos and all of these things. And usually, you don't need to collect this one if you're not into it kasi dahil ito kasi is kumbaga para bang kanya-kanyang taste yan eh. I'm very sure 30 years from now, people would be collecting BTS memorabilia or figures or whatever kung ano nilabas nila these days. Or si Olivia Rodriguez or Taylor Swift or something. So, once all of this like memorable yung mga items, mga tickets, yung mga kung ano ng mga binibenta ngayon ng marami, pretty sure most of them will not survive the first 10, 20 years of its of life. And then what would remain would become very valuable and it would be very desirable to a lot of people. Kasi in due time, like all of this like sikat na mga people and series and everything, it will come a time na mawawala ng interest ang mga tao. And then people will just throw away all of this like memories. And then all of a sudden, after 10, 15 years, people start missing them. And then people start now looking for them. And the reason why yung nagde-demand yan, these people have work now and they have the means to start looking and buying stuff. And then then the collecting fever starts in. When you start, it's very hard to stop. I'm pretty sure you could collect anything. Some people collect stamps. I used to do that with my mom, and money as well, yung mga coins. But things move on. So yan po mga kaibigan. Again, we're very careful when you try to collect kasi marami po mga fake at marami po mga scammers. And we will be talking to more people in the future. If you want to be part of the show, please do get in touch with us. PM me sa Facebook, Royce Hipolito, ROYCE, HIPOLITO, or in Instagram sa The Kaibigan Network. And then you will see us there. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat because we have just reached the portion of the show that we have to unfortunately say goodbye kasi we have to move on. Like all good things, we have to move on. So maraming salamat po. Abangan niyo po sa weekend. We will be having a special live stream po for autism po yan. And then also, we have a Sir Chi. Isa po siyang Filipina na who seems to be who wants to fall in love but it's not really in the mood pero parang something daw is missing. So alamin natin siya, pag-uusapan po natin yan on future episodes in the next few days po yan, pag-uusapan po natin. And we would like to really thank everyone. Eurobake, Giginto, Bulacan, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Sa Pinoy Savers Mart, Italy po yan, maraming salamat po. And we'll see you on the next episode. Salamat po.